This is second part. What we're gonna learn here is basically what we're gonna do to the function. See, in the last video what we did is just took f of x and then we added a number. You know, we added like a 2 or 3, whatever it is. And adding a number to like a function, all it does is just basically moves it up or down. See, like in the last one we had f of x plus 2, and on the graph what it did is just, when it was like this, it just shifted up 2 units. Okay, and let's just say for some reason we had f of x minus 2, then you come back where f of x started and you go down 2 units, or whatever this value is, down or up. See, so adding a number to a function, all it is just move it up and down. Okay, so what happens when you move it left and right? I mean, how does it look like? So this is left and right. Okay, this is a little tricky, but it could be done. Let me tear this page off real quick. Left and right. Okay, so we get this f of x, guys, again. Alright, and to transfer it left and right, we have to do something to it. And like the same thing to the units, the up and down, when we add it's outside parentheses, you know, to transfer left and right is inside the parentheses. But this is the opposite, though. You have to take that. You have to remember that. So, in order for you the graph to go that way, to the left, you have to add whatever the units is. Like, for example, let me see. For example, we have in the graph of the same thing. Let's go to the same thing. Negative. Was it negative 2, negative 1, and they had it at 2, negative 1. That was a point on the first video. Okay, and that was at 2, negative 2. Okay, in order for the graph to shift to the left, we have to add the function to. You have to add the units to the right. So let's just say you want to switch it to 2 units to the left. So you want 2 units to the left. Okay, 2 units to the left. So that means to the f of x. Remember that was the function for f of x, and that was f of x. To the left, you have to remember, you say you have to add whatever the units you want. So you have to add 2. So f of x looks like that now. Basically saying that f of x is going to go to left 2. And the same thing if you want to take it to the right, then f of x is going to equal minus 2. And that's to the right. Oh, I'm sorry. To the right. This is to the left. So it moves to the right, moves left. See, so it's just opposite. Remember, negative, positive. So that's just do this opposite signs. Okay. So now let's do an example real quick. Example. It's telling you that y equals f of x again, right? And they want you to graph g of x, but g of x is equals f x plus 1. So by what we just learned right now, which way this graph is gonna turn. Since it's positive, it's gonna go to the left. Okay, and like I say, that's where the tricky part comes, because positive always goes to the right. But there's this whole theory about it. You really don't need to know it. You just just learn that, and that's it. You're not gonna, you'll survive. You know, you won't have to prove it till later on. Okay. And they give you the graph again for f of x, and this time it's gonna be on -2 and +2 again, but these points are at -3. This is right here is y equals -3. So this is the points. There's going to be -2, -3, 2, -3. So that's what these points are. And so basically, what we know in the g of x, he says it's going to transfer to the left 1. All right. It's going to determine, but it's not going to go up or down. It's just going to transfer to the left, and that's it. So that means that x is going to change, not the y. So it's basically you subtract a unit from your x's. So the g of x points now are going to be what? It's going to be over here and over here. See, so these points now are going to be -3, -3, and it's going to be 1 and -3. Those are the points now for g of x. G of x points. That's the points for g of x. So so basically that's it. You graphed it already. You just switch it to the left. See how easy it is? I mean, it looks like a lot of work. I mean, I'm explaining it, but it's really just look at the function, and it all comes into if it's going to move up, down, left, or right, and that's how it is. Move. If you go f of x plus, then it goes moves up, plus whatever here moves. Then if it goes f of x minus minus whatever number, then it's going to go down on whatever number. If it says f of x plus 1 inside the parentheses, then it's going to move to the left. Let's move to the left, and then f of x minus 1 or whatever number it is, and it's going to move to the right. So that's how I could go to right now: up, down, left, right, and this is basically what the whole chapter is about.